do a pass the hat donation if you'd like to contribute. Donate a little bit to the needs around the channel. Maybe some new recording equipment, tuners for the banjo and the guitars, and some strings. And if you ain't got $1 or $2 to donate, don't worry about it. There's other ways you can help show your support: liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. It's a good way to help old Slim out. Without any further ado, let's get into today's lesson. Alright, it's enough of that. What we're going to do today, we're going to take that frilling claw hammer strum that we learned a couple of weeks ago. And I know y'all been practicing, so I'm ready to move on. I know y'all been practicing this. Now listen, here's the thing. If you're still having a hard time with that, I'm not going to pick on you. I'm not going to leave you in the dust. Just do it at your own pace. You don't have to rush. I'm going to move on for moving on's sake for today's lesson, because I want to start showing you how to form chords and playing within the rhythm. So if you're still having a hard time getting this fretting strum down, don't you worry. This video here will always be here. Just my advice is to go back to the beginner's guide video. I'll have the links to that video in the description below. Click on that. Go back, because in that video I go over in great detail the mechanics of what's going on here, where to place your hand, and the rhythm, mechanics. And it's just that, when you're first starting out, you want to be mechanical with it. You want to sit straight up, put that banjo against your belly. You know, have it pointing up towards the ceiling. Trust me, you want to be mechanical like that, because after a while you can it just be automatic, and you can let loose later. So be mechanical at first. Put in the work and the effort so you can play later. So, the link in the description below for that video, the beginner's guide, so you can go back and just keep practicing. There's no time limit to this. Alright? But for today's video, I'm going to move on. We're going to start forming chords. And now that I've said that, probably, most of y'all is probably already. But come back. Don't run. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I'm talking to you in the back that has already left me and went to the fridge to make himself a bologna sandwich. Get your butt back here. Get your banjo. You can eat later. Give yourself about 15 minutes. You can eat later. All right, so look. I'm not going to throw anything at you that I know you can't handle. Okay? I have a simple approach to this. I like to rely on two senses here. I like to listen and feel. I like to feel the chord progressions. I like to listen to the melody within the chords. I have a no-tab approach to this. It's not one of those things, well, I'll show you a little bit here for 3 minutes, and it sends you on your merry way to a PDF file on a separate website to where you pay for the tablature. No, stop it. That's not what this is. We're just going to do a steady rhythm. We're going to keep it simple. Just you, your banjo, your two hands. We're going to keep it simple, just a rhythm. Practice this rhythm real quick, okay? We learned this a couple weeks ago. Quarter note to eighth notes. You strike a string. You strum a chord. You pull your thumb off the fifth string. Now, I'm not flicking my fingers. I'm not moving my wrist. I'm not playing ukulele on this thing. I got a good, solid form. It's a downward motion. Pluck. Fall. Pull. Pluck, fall, pull. That's all we're doing. This is simple. There's no talent to this. It's just a lot of practicing. You got to devote yourself to this. That's the only difficult part of this, is you have to push yourself. You have to be insane enough to try to learn this. So let's do it together, okay? Enough jibber jab. Let's practice together, okay? It's a quarter note to eighth note. And it goes 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, and 3, 4 and 1. Nice and relaxed. Just me and you and a banjo. Let's do this. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. slower if you want me to. I'm not ashamed of doing this. Let's do it slower. There's no shame in this. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 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 and 1. That's it. That's the rhythm that we're working with. It's the foundation. To me, I got me some notes to the side here so I stay on topic here. To me, forming chords and a steady rhythm are more important than any kind of Scruggs lick you can learn, any kind of run you can learn, any kind of Irish ditty, tab wrote out thing for traditional purposes, song that you want to keep it in the realm. What's going on? No, just stop it. Again, stop. We're not going to overthink this. There's nothing hard happening here. It's just one rhythm. Keep the rhythm in your head. 1, 2, and 3. Or if you want to say bump diddy, go ahead. Bump diddy bump diddy bump. If you want to do that, fine. Whatever it takes. You are the best teacher you could ever have. I can get on here and just show you the tools you need, but really the person that's teaching you is you. With that being said, let's get into it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to come in close. I'm going to turn the camera closer to the neck of the here and show you a couple of chords. We're going to work with G, C, and D today. Now, the other advice I have for you is study a chord chart. Google 5-string banjo chords, and it should pop up there should be PDF files all over the place for those. So, how I know? Because that's how I learned them. So, if it weren't for YouTube and Google, I wouldn't be sitting in front of you today, showing you how to do this. So let's bring it in. Let's get to work. All right. All right. So the first chord we're going to use is a C chord. Okay. And I hope the lighting. Can I bring that light down a little more so you see? You take your first finger. Now, when I say first finger, second finger, of course, I'm numbering the fingers. First finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, okay? This is the first string, closest to the floor. Second string, third string, fourth string, and fifth string. Fifth string closest to your chin, first string closest to the floor. That's how it goes. So when I say, of course we know the numbers are the frets by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, so first finger, second string, first fret. Just like that. See? And then you're going to take your second finger to the fourth string, second fret. Just like that. Now, you're going to take your third finger, first string, second fret, and that's your C chord. My banjo sounds a little bit out of tune, but I don't own a tuner, so maybe, donations would help. I'm on a broke budget. I do the best I can. So that's your C chord. If I can bring it closer, let you see my fat fingers take up most of the fretboard, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Now, that's your C chord. Now what you're going to do, we're going to do the fretting strum. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Get into rhythm. Now don't be scared. We're going to change this chord. Ready? 1, 2, ready, C. Don't worry if you didn't get it right off the bat. We're going to do this multiple times during this video. There'll be other chances. If you make a mistake, you don't get it the first time, keep going. You'll get it the next time. Now we're going to go back to G. 1, 2, ready, G. This G's easy. It's just open. We're going to go back to C. Ready? 1, 2, ready, C. We're going to go back to G. 1, 2, ready, G. Alright, so there you go. There's your C chord. Now we're going to do the D chord. Now, the D chord, of course we're going to leave the 4th string open because it's tuned to a D. Because the notes on the strings are G, D, G, B, D. They're tuned to a G chord. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 1st finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string. You're going to take your 2nd finger, 2nd string, 3rd fret. And incidentally, this is what we call the power D chord. Just open like that. Well, I'll get to that at a later date. That's another lesson. But then you're going to take your 3rd finger on the 1st string, 4th fret. And that is your D chord. See, let me get up close so you can see. Just like that. Sorry for my fat fingers. they're taking up most of it. I don't know. I hope you can see that really good. So that's your D chord. Now what we're going to do, and this is usually where I make mistakes because I can't land that 3rd finger in that 1st string, 4th fret position right off the bat. Because I'm always used to playing in the power chord. So I'm practicing with y'all too here. So we're going to do this D chord. So let's do the fretting strum by holding this D chord so we can get the feel for it. Ready? We're going to do 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Nice and relaxed. Alright, now let's throw it together with our G, C, and our G and our C now. Yeah, okay, there we go. Professionalism. So let's do this. We're going to go G, C, G, D, G, C, G, D. Just like that. Just like that. Now you play along with me. Don't just sit there and watch me. I'm not here to just play for you. I want you to play with me. Okay? So let's do this together. Now, ready? 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 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 I gotta try to get this in the camera for you. I'm so sorry. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 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 1, 2, and 3, 4, and... Alright, so again, let's practice that one more time before I let you go here. I don't try to keep it too long because you got some practicing to do. You got some practicing to do. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 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 1, 2, and 3. So, practice those chord progressions, G, C, and D. Just play with those. Those are the easiest chords to learn. And, you know, you already got a little cheat sheet here because the banjo's already tuned to a G chord. I am so excited for y'all right now because everything is new to you, and I envy that. Everything's a new discovery to you. Now, I'm still learning. Yeah, I've been playing banjo for only like maybe 10, 11 years now. So I'm still learning some stuff. But you guys are fresh and brand new. And this ain't one of those things where I look down on y'all. Listen to me. I'm right along with you. We're me and you, we're one and the same now. We're musicians now. Me and you, we're part of the same family. We're banjo players now. Practice this. I promise you. Just listen and feel. This is the best way I know to show you, because this is the way I wish I was taught. Because when I first wanted to pick this up, it was through YouTube, yeah. But I kept going across videos and wanted to show you tablature and buy my merch, buy my books, it'll show you. And everybody only had a few minutes here and there to show anything, and then I had more questions than anything else. So, but I did manage. Here I am, obviously. But I want to try it this way, and maybe it's easier for you. If it worked for me, it'll work for you. Hopefully, I try to keep it really simple. So I apologize if this seems really preschoolish, but trust me, trust the process. Okay. I want to thank y'all so much for clicking on. Remember to pass the hat donation if you'd like to contribute, because I could use a few things around here. I'm using my laptop, and the video is kind of like I'm filming through a potato right now. It's not really high quality. I could use a good camera. I could use a good microphone. I had a microphone. I had bought a cheap one, and the battery don't stay no more than a minute on that. And I could use strings. I can use things around here to help out, and I can better share with y'all. And if there's a surplus, I will buy an instrument, and I will fix that instrument up. A nice used instrument, keep it within the realms, of what I do. I buy a nice used instrument, fix that up if it needs it, and I'll find somebody and donate that thing too. I will donate myself. I'll give back to the community. I've done that a few times already. I've given instruments away. No questions asked, no money. Here, no, take, learn, play. Because that's what you do. It's not about you or anything else. It's about music. It's about sharing. Sharing is caring. I know that sounds lame, but thank y'all so much for clicking on, and practice this. 2 and 3 before I go. This ain't hard. It's gonna be a challenge. And like I said before, you're gonna feel like you want to throw the banjo through the wall, but just listen, put it down on the bed. You're gonna make yourself that bologna sandwich that you were trying to make at the beginning of this video. I know, yeah, you in the back, I see you. Go make you a sandwich. Lay's potato chips. Sit on down, come on back to it in about an hour or so. Watch a rerun of Magnum P.I. on Netflix or something, and come on back to it and practice it again. But in the meantime, y'all have a safe week, and I'll see you next Friday. Every lesson, the lessons will be uploaded on Fridays. I'll try to have one out to you. Be sure to subscribe so you can stay in the loop for the future uploads of these lessons. I have original song coming. I'm writing that now. I'm still busy, and the cover songs are still coming. It's busy. I'm keeping this thing going. So help me make this channel grow. All right, help me with the channel. So I love y'all, and until next time, I shall see you when I see you.